Nobody could see that I just lifted your dress. I just totally lifted your dress.
I know.
And nobody saw it.
Theme song. This is When Wife Gives You Lemons. Theme song. It's got a fucking theme song now because John always forgets to say when wife gives you lemons. So I had to add it into the theme song.
You know I don't forget. I just don't do it because it pisses you off.
What? You do stuff to piss me off?
Yeah.
Like burp super loud right when I put my headphones on?
Oh, little baby.
All right, good night.
Good day.
Bye.
Click subscribe.
Oh, fuck you.
Whatever.
Do you have nopes? Or should I just start off with the fucking nope? Should I just start off with...
I think there's the big nope. There's one huge nope right out of the gate.
Yeah, should I do it?
Which one?
What's your nope?
That was the bus story.
Yeah, that's my... Yeah.
Address the bus.
Okay. So you guys...
Welcome anyway. Hi. Welcome to When Wife Gives You Lemons.
Oh, fuck you for doing that. Fuck you. So...
Thanks for listening.
Hi, guys. So let me tell you about Monday.
You know, I did have people ask me, dude, when Joy realized halfway through when she was talking shit about whoever was following her with that fucked up pic, all the just booty pictures.
Uh-huh.
And then when you were like, fuck, it's my dad. I had some people like, man, I fucking fell out of my chair. I was fucking laughing.
I had a couple text messages too where they're like, dude, your face when you realized it was your dad, I fucking rewound it and watched it like 9 times because I guess I just was all...
That's when I fell. Yeah, I fell out even. I mean, that was good. That was good. Anyway, I'm sorry. So let's go back to the bus story.
Okay.
This is a story about a bus.
Here's a bus story
of a little bus
who was
that was driving our kid to Silmar.
Okay.
He left him in the bus with one shoe on.
Well, he went to go get some booty.
Oh, my gosh. Go ahead. Please tell story.
You just told the whole story. Okay, so Monday.
I sang the musical.
Monday, I took Caleb to the bus stop. Now, okay, first of all.
This is the public transportation that he's taking.
But it's what did the lady call it? The transit lady. It's a class cruiser or something.
Whatever.
So
it's a fucking
only
bus.
Yeah, but it's only for high school kids, even though it's a public bus.
Correct.
Also, I'm going to tell you guys, people in Santa Clarita are really mean and judgmental. And
I know. I called one Judgy McJudgerson.
Man, like.
But you erased him.
So anyway, and one of them told me I was a helicopter mom, and I fucking laughed so hard because I'm all. Oh,
you have no idea.
I'm the worst mom ever.
We're fucking horrible parents, bitch, and we're going to tell you how right now. Our kid just did this.
So, I put Caleb on the bus and somebody's like, the reason you're a helicopter mom is because you knew all the times. Also, fuck you, I can look at my fucking phone.
Right? I drop my kid off at the bus every goddamn day. I know what time it leaves.
So 7:04, Caleb gets on the bus. I run home. This is a whole thing. This is how I do it. I walk in the morning. I cut my walk early every morning, wake Caleb up. After John's tried to wake him up a couple times.
I loosen him up and you
John loosens him up. I pop the lid off. It's fine. And then I take a shower, take Caleb to the bus stop, come home, do my makeup, get Brody up, and then take Brody to school, and then I go. Because Castake High is one single road up a hill.
Yeah, they only have one in and out.
And it takes, in and out. It takes about 20 minutes to get up that hill. I don't have time for that. So Caleb takes the bus. Okay. And I shouldn't even have to give you an excuse, but whatever. I just gave you one.
Excuse. He fucking takes the bus because fuck it. It's better for him.
So anyway, and we're also trying to make it super inconvenient so he'll fucking get his license. Anyway, okay. So 7:04, drop Caleb off. Come home, do my makeup, get Brody ready. Drop Brody off at school, driving out to go to work, and Caleb calls me. And I'm like, oh, shit. What did he forget? What do I need to go home and get for him? Because he had a play. We'll talk about that. And he goes, Mom. I knew something was wrong the way he said Mom. I was like, uh-oh. I fell asleep on the bus. I don't know where I am. And I'm like, I'm sorry, what? And he goes, I don't know where I am. And now I'm like a little panicked and I'm driving and there's people behind me. So I'm fucked. Like I can't stop. And I'm like, okay, okay. And I was like, okay, well, like, and he goes, and I don't know how to get out. So I go, okay, well, you have to pull the string and the bus driver will stop. And he's like, Mom, you're not understanding. The bus driver's gone. The bus is parked. The bus is, he walked out, and Caleb goes, I woke up while he was walking out, and I started yelling at him, and he just was gone. He went into a home.
So okay, well, let's explain this. Let's go back a touch more.
Okay.
So the normal Santa Clarita Transit
Yes, is on strike.
is on strike. So they brought in the scabs or whatever in these temporary buses. So what happens is these temporary bus drivers, this guy in particular, comes down, picks up the kids in the morning, takes them to the school. He goes home for 5 hours, comes back, picks the kids up from school, drops them off, and then goes and does his own routes the rest of the night. Mm-hmm. So this guy had 5 hours. So Caleb would have been in there all day.
And I'm like, I'm sorry, what? And he goes, Mom, I don't know how to get out of this bus. Now, we are both panicked at this moment, and we don't think when we're panicked. So I didn't even, I guess he could have went out the emergency exit.
I would have you could have just pulled it.
But we weren't thinking. So Caleb goes and fucking reads the manual on the door to figure out how to open the door.
Kind of proud.
So he gets the door open, and he didn't want to.
Our kid, Mr. Nice, I would have left that fucking thing so far open. I would have told everybody it was open.
He didn't want to leave the bus door open, so he went back and turned the handle. The bus doors closed and caught his shoe. So when I picked him up from Sylmar, by the way, 22 minutes away on the freeway, no traffic, he had one shoe on and one sock, and his shoe was wedged in the door. That shoe was not coming out.
I wonder I gotta wonder though, like
what the bus driver thought.
He walks up and he's like, "Oh, that's odd."
And then Caleb goes,
"Why is there a shoe right there?"
And Caleb goes, "I'm getting my shoe back." I'm all, dude. He opened that fucking door. The shoe fell out on the sidewalk, and that shoe is still on the sidewalk.
Or he shit his pants and went, "Oh fuck."
Yeah. This guy, I don't know. So anyway,
he's an idiot. You're a fucking idiot, you bus driver. You're a
by
fucking
the way,
moron. Why aren't you clearing your bus, you fucking dumb shit? Yes, and I'm saying it, you fucking dumbass.
And here's the thing, too. Like,
fucking died.
I was like, Caleb, like, were you
waste of space? That
I was like, were you asleep? Like, slunched down? And he goes, no, Mom. I was sitting up with my head back. Our 17-year-old is not a small child.
He's 6 foot.
He's very hard, and he was in the third
6
row.
foot, 250 pounds, and he's like 3 rows behind the freaking driver. So when the driver stood up to get out of the bus, you're telling me he did not turn his head and look and see a kid? I hope this fucking asshole gets fired.
Well, here's the thing. And then, okay, Santa Clarita, you need to teach your son responsibility. Okay, yeah, but he's also 17.
Well, so Joy's social media posted, hey, this happened.
Yeah, because I was letting people be aware. I was like, this strike
let's get this
needs
fucking strike over.
And then this one guy goes, well, then one person was like, if you were able to drive to Sylmar,
I know, damn it, I had all these names. I was going to keep them all and then fucking talk shit about them on here.
So,
oh my gosh. One's name was Shelly. Fuck her.
And then,
no.
Oh, you fucking thank you for making me lose my train.
No problem.
Oh, and then somebody was like, we only have your side of the story. How do you know the bus driver didn't try and wake your kid up? And this is the one I do want to address because
how do you know I didn't wake your kid up? He's in front of his house.
But here's
fucking idiot.
Okay, but here's the thing. Let's say the bus driver did try to wake up Caleb, and Caleb was unresponsive.
Right.
You don't just fucking leave an unresponsive person on your bus.
Unresponsive kid.
Yeah.
You just dropped kids off at a high school. You know this is a kid.
And I get it. He's 17. I get it. But also, we've all done dumb shit at 17.
Yeah, everyone who has a kid that listens to this, if you have a kid, your kid has done stupid shit.
And they're going to do more stupid shit. And
if they haven't, I fucking hope they do.
But I'm like, come on. Like, and the thing... Okay, driving to Sylmar to pick him up, I was cracking up because I'm like,
we were laughing.
Holy shit, this is the funniest thing
when
ever.
You told me the story, you called me and told me, what did I do?
I called you like 5 times because I was panicked.
I laughed my ass off.
Yeah. And I was like, oh my God. And I'm the whole way, I'm like, you fucking idiot. You fucking kid, dude.
Right.
So like I get him and I'm laughing. He's got one shoe on, one sock on.
Middle of a park in Sylmar.
And then I have to call, and then so luckily my massage didn't start till 10, but there was no way I could get him home in time. Also, I've been dealing with a lot of gastrointestinal problems. I have a stomach virus that they cannot figure out right now. So I have almost shit my pants like 3 times this week.
It's so hot.
It's awful. This is the worst thing ever.
No, it's like hot.
It's hot. It's steamy. It's gross. Thank you, John. So like I'm all, oh my God.
You're gross.
I have to drive to Sylmar. What if I have to go? I didn't, by the way. So I'm calling John. John's not answering his phone. I'm like, oh my God. I don't know where this kid is. Oh, by the way, also I'm driving. I'm almost to the park that Caleb told me, and he writes me and he goes, Mom, I gave you the wrong park name. It auto-corrected. And I'm on the freeway.
El Carrizo.
Yeah. And he said El Carino or something. So I'm all, oh my God, what if I'm going to the fucking wrong park? So, but I can't do anything about it because I'm fucking stuck. Like I'm on the freeway. I can't like grab my phone. So anyway, I'm calling John. John finally answers.
It's like
I'm
2
already,
blocks from the disc golf course.
I'm already going. I'm close, and it's off of Hubbard. I'm close.
2 blocks off the disc course.
So
Just
John's
saying.
all, it's a good park. I've been there. Like
He'll be fine. He'll be fine.
But also, like, I didn't know that until you told me that. He could have been. Also, he's gay. That could have ended really bad.
It didn't.
It didn't, but it could have.
And the bus driver's a douche.
The bus driver is a fucking idiot.
So I'm
so
done,
anyway,
he's
but
done with that.
fucking Caleb. Oh, you're done.
No, with him, the
Oh.
doucher.
But it was fucking hilarious, and so then I had to meet John at Ross.
So I took
So-
time off work. So
John took time off work so he could take Caleb to get shoes
because he had no shoes,
because he had no shoes.
and then he went to school.
And then he went to school. So I didn't even think anything of it. I was like, this is a funny
It's just
story.
like the Caleb episode.
Yeah, I was like, this is a fucking funny story. I'm going to end up telling this on stage. Well, then I start telling somebody, I start telling a cop about it, and he goes, Joy, that's child neglect, and if I would have been there, I would have arrested that man. And I was like, oh, maybe this is more serious than I thought.
Well, I mean, even I heard somebody on the comment thing. A lot of people were on your
Yeah.
side, but and one of them even was like, "Dude, you should contact a lawyer because that's
Yeah.
fucked." But we're not those people.
No, but also, like, fucking come on now. But I did email the I emailed the high school principal, and he called me this morning, and he's all, Joy, I have a lot of questions. And I'm all, Mr. Ferry, I don't know if I have all the answers for you.
But we'll do what we can.
And so he goes, I don't even know where to start. And I'm all, I started on the 5.
I headed south.
And I just went. And yeah, so he was like, we need to really contact the city. So Mr. Ferry contacted the city. I contacted the city. And I also now have contacted the bus transit center. So this is all, it's out there. But my fucking kid fell asleep on the bus and ended up 22 miles away on the freeway. But the thing is, when I picked him up, he's like, I thought you were going to be so mad at me. And I'm like, fucking dude, this is the most asinine story ever. Like, it's so dumb.
So I park my truck and I walk in and I sit down with the big boss. I go, hey, buddy. He goes, hey. I go, I'm sorry I'm in here and, this early in the day. I usually, don't. He doesn't like when people are in there because we do business later. Anyway, I go, hey, man, I'm really sorry I'm in here right now. But I'm going to tell you a story because I can't make this shit up. So I want you to understand this. And then I tell him the story and he's laughing and I'm laughing. And I go, dude, so in the end, I go, I got to go. and he goes, I get it. And I go, okay, thanks, man.
His text messages to me are so panicked too. Mom. I'm all, okay, it's fine. So then he goes, Mom, I thought you were going to be so mad at me. And I'm like, you fucking idiot, dude. Like, I don't even know what to say. And he goes, Mom, here's the thing, though. He goes, I finished this whole presentation last night. He goes, I worked on it. I was super proud of it. And then at 1 a.m, I rewarded myself with mac and cheese. Because I did.
You know what? It's funny because I told you, I heard him because I woke up and I went out to the couch because Gilly was pushing me around the bed. Fucking dog.
She's getting better. She's staying on my side more.
Squishing you instead of me.
Yeah, I would rather that.
Anyway, so I heard him come out and he, I even turned the water down. Don't forget about it. You're right. And then
so he was like,
he went and ate it.
I was so proud of myself because I did a super assignment and I did a really good job. I even put like punk music in it, like a punk retro intro and blah 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 blah. So he was like, and then I just fell asleep on the bus and ended up in another city.
Right.
So yeah.
So this is now the second part of the Caleb episode.
Yes.
So later in the week, Saturday night, we have a dad-son.
Earlier in the week.
It was on Saturday.
Yeah.
Oh, that happened pre?
That happened
Oh,
pre.
so I forgot about that. So pre on Saturday, we had a father-son evening together, and it was to go see the Dead Kennedys, and it was Caleb's first time going to a punk rock show. And we talked all the way down, and he was excited, and I was like, I go, what? I mean, what's gotten you into this punk rock? Like, I mean, I know I always kind of show it to him, but he's gone off on his own, and he has just researched all these bands, and he's listening to a lot, and he's like, I don't know. And I go, do any of your friends, like your bestie, that you hang with? Nope, just me. I go, okay.
He's always been like
so.
that.
So we go to the Dead Kennedys, and we get there right before the doors open. We get in. He's excited. I pay an extra little bit to sit like at this little bar thing. It's right next to the stage, so I just can chill out. I get 2 seats there. We're hanging out, and then I walk him down like before the first band. I go, come on. And we walk him down, and I'm, we're hanging out. And I hang out with him with the first band for a little bit. And I was like, I'm going to go sit down if you want to hang out. And he's, I'm going to hang out. So I watch, and I could see him from where I was.
You can't miss this kid, except if you're a bus driver driving.
You can
Selma.
later. I had a really hard time seeing him later. Everybody was hopping around. But anyway, so the first band, he sits and watches. Then he comes over after the band. He finds me, and he's like, that band was awesome. Oh, my God, this was so much fun, right? And then the next band comes on to the Dickies. They are a fucking blast. Oh, my gosh. What a fun band to go see live. Anyway, so now it's getting more crowded. They're a bigger band. So now it's getting more crowded. And I'm going to go down to the front again. And he's out there, and I'm watching him. And I'm watching this. The pits are slowly starting. There's the mosh pits are slowly starting to pick up pace through the night, and later in the Dickies set, and they're anything harder. They're, bouncing around. And I'm watching him. I could see him, like, he's on the edge of it watching, right? So the Dickie, and I didn't see him going in. So the Dickie's in somewhere. I go over and I'm, hey, buddy, you doing okay? He's got a good spot for the, Dick Kennedy. He's like, I'm going to go back to my seats for the Dead Kennedys. I want to go watch them from up there. He goes, okay. And I go, you okay? He goes, yeah. Like, I could just see the excitement, right? And then I go, okay, I'm not going to push him in. I think he's going to go. And I sat and watched, and I didn't. I saw him like eyeballing all these bigger, and now the pit is absolutely, it's going. And I'm watching him, and then all of a sudden, everybody starts hopping, and I knew it was one of his favorite songs because he told me. And all of a sudden, I see him. I go, there he goes.
Yay!
And I only saw him, he looked a little in there compared to everybody else, right? So I see him bouncing around in the pit, and I'm like, okay. And I could see his smile from all the way from across this little venue. It was really cool. And I got to say, it was one of the best times him and I have had together ever.
Oh, he said that he didn't talk to you at all during the concert because he was just having a blast.
As a father, I'm telling you, it was like the best time. We talked all the way
cool.
there. We talked all the way home. We had dinner together. It was like something we hadn't done together in forever.
Right.
And it was. And he doesn't know this, but it really did mean a lot to me.
No, it meant a lot to him, too.
To watch him enjoy this punk rock, and I was like, oh, my God, we finally have something like I can be like, yeah. He's like, first thing he says when we get out, he goes, first, the lead singer, Skip. He stays out after the show. Everybody's cleared out. Oh, first, hang on. So they finish, right? Last song. And everybody, oh, encore, come out, come out. So they come out and they do a couple more. And they're like, all right, we're done. And the lights come on and people are leaving. People are leaving the venue. Like and this is a no re-entry place. Once you are out, you cannot come back in. And I got to think about 80 to 100 people got out the door and the lights go out and they come out and do like 3 more.
Fuck.
And now it's only like 3/4 full, but everybody is like right there.
That's so cool.
And these people outside were like, motherfucker. and they like smash some songs right at the end, like all of the good ones. I can't think of everything right now. But man, it was so much fun. And then, like I said, then we got out and he gets in the car and he goes, you're taking me to so many more punk shows, Dad. And I go, fucking right. I go, that'll be so much fun. And like I said, he talked about all the way home. He was just running on that adrenaline all weekend. He got his Dead Kennedy shirt. His first thing he did.
Same.
Oh, yeah. And he's got a button that's in my car that says, like, fuck off Nazi punks or something like
it's
that.
one of his favorite songs, yeah.
Right. And he found they had a button. And so he's like, that's going on my Magic Mountain. That's going on my Six Flags fucking.
No,
and I'm like,
not.
I'm like, dude. And I'm going to sneak it on him. Oh, no.
No, Caleb.
So anyway, that was our Saturday.
Well, he told me that there was a 7-year-old that really wanted to get in the pit. And Caleb, the mom was like, I don't know. And Caleb said he'd take him. And he put the 7, because Caleb's a big kid, put him in front of him. And he took all the pushes. And then they went around 3 times. And then Caleb gave the kid back to the mom. And he's like, the 17-year-old got you. And I guess the mom's like, you're only fucking 17. And he's like, yeah.
What's funny is I talked to him. I was like, hey, I saw you in the. I saw you getting paid. He's like, I was in it like 12 times, Dad. I'm like, sorry, bro. Didn't know you were. Now like one night he's a pit veteran. Like it's like, I've been in pits. I'm like, no, you haven't been in pits. That was just a hoppity fun pit.
No, look, it's hoppity fun.
And that's what made it. That's what makes those fun. But I've seen this terrifying freaking suicidal tendencies pits, and those are insane.
Well, also, okay,
fun.
Caleb was in a play tonight too. I was
let's continue the Caleb night.
I was fucking nervous as fuck for him because he didn't bring anything home. He didn't run lines with us. Like there was we knew nothing about this play except he played a gay guy.
This is another weird thing that he did. He just, hey, any of your friends? No, I just thought I'd try it.
Yeah. He had friends there that wanted it. And you know what? He did really good.
Fucking, you know what? Completely surprised me how good he did. I was like, holy shit, because okay, I'll say like, when you watch, there was a couple scenes together that they did really good, and then there was 1 or 2 where one of the 2 did really well, and I was like, wow, they're really good. But I gotta say, the kid held his own against all of them.
Yeah, Caleb.
He got. I think they got the biggest clap.
Yeah, it was
even
really
over like
good.
Their big star people. Like they got the biggest clap.
I was so fucking it kind of brought
cool.
a tear to my eye. I was like, holy shit, that's my fucking kid.
Yeah, I didn't tell you guys that, but yeah, a little bit. It got me a little bit close. I was like, look at that little bastard going. And of course, and then he has this part where he falls down, and I see his sweatshirt coming up. I'm like, come on, man, you're doing so good. No butt crack. No butt crack. And I could see it like wanting to crawl out. Like his butt crack was like, I'm coming, man.
I want to do
out.
this.
Let me act. I can do it. I'm like, no,
I'm
dude,
an ass actor.
I'm like, oh my God. He's like his mom.
Fuck you. I am. I do.
You bend over and your butt crack is like, hello.
I bend over in a dress and my butt cracks out. But
right.
I will say, fucking Brody was fucking like in awe of his brother tonight.
Like that's like the first time I've ever seen him like.
Yeah.
Right. Like he looks up. They both. He looked at him tonight. How they both look at Tyler.
Yes. Because he was like, and I've seen it a couple times with Caleb, but Caleb's so antisocial most of the time. But Brody was like, Randy! Like fucking screaming. He was like, that's my brother. That's my fucking brother. And then Caleb came out and the friends started running to him. So John and I held back for a second.
And that was cool too. Brody, like 3 or 4 kids went and I made him sit there and then I saw him kind of finish with his friend and he started walking. I go, all right, go get your brother.
And fucking Brody was just all, brought you flowers.
It was almost like a puppy, like when you're like, all right, you can go get that snack. Okay.
It was cute.
It actually was cute. And
Caleb was so fucking good.
it was a good. You know what? It was a really good week for Caleb,
It
with
was.
exception of the bus moment, which was probably a hell of a learning experience. And
all of his friends fucking laughed.
you know, I'm sure. I'm wondering when at one point Mr. Ferry was like, "That's the kid that handed me the fucking."
That's
McDonald's
what I said.
bag."
When he goes, I go, you know what? I massage a lot of teachers, and they do speak highly of you. And he goes, oh, I'm nobody. I'm just a Walmart greeter. And it clicked in, and I was like, oh my God, my kid's the one who handed you his coffee the other day. And he's like, oh, I know who Caleb is. And I'm all,
Everybody knows who Caleb is. He's actually surprisingly like everybody likes him. He's even though he hangs out by himself and just kind of cruises around, everybody talks to him. Like I saw people run up and hug him tonight that were like, "Oh my God, you were so great!" And
he has a whole life that we don't
right?
know about.
He doesn't tell us shit. Two of the kids don't tell us shit about their lives. I sat down with one today and I was like, "Hey, you're all good, right? Everything's good. New job's good. Everything, new career on your way." Yeah. We love you and we want to know how your life's going and stuff. We're here for you. Yeah, I know. Just been busy. Okay.
Well,
you're a grown man. You're grown up now. I get it. You don't want to talk to your daddy all the time, and I totally get it. But fuck you. You're still my babies.
Right. Well,
you still live in my house. You're still my babies.
You still eat our food, fucker.
Yeah, for free.
Yeah. He also, though, like
a lot of it.
Your sister wrote, like, hey, I know, like, we need to, like, start thinking about Thanksgiving, who's coming. And I was going to say, like, we're coming. I asked John, and he goes, I almost called him Farley. Farley goes, I'll be there. And I'm like, oh, so you're
Tyler.
Just making fucking
He does his own
Thanksgiving
thing.
plans without even talking to your parents. Like,
Right.
Okay, cool.
Right?
Fucking cool, dude.
That's how we are now.
Yeah, that's cool.
We're not even parents anymore.
No.
We're just people.
No. So then, okay, I do have to tell you, though. Okay, so.
Did those people fill the fridge again?
Yeah. Can I eat her food? Brody and I went to McDonald's. I'm hungry, I think.
You must be.
Brody and I went to Walmart for something. We had to get some. Oh, it was right before Halloween. We had, wait till I get into Halloween. So we went, and there was a guy in front of me, and he had those Cutwater drinks. And that's what I had at that trunk or treat, but I couldn't drink it because my stomach hurt, but they were fucking strong, so I gave it to Nina. And Nina's like, holy shit, this is strong.
Right.
So anyway, I go, I don't know why. Sometimes I just talk to people, and I was like, oh, those things fucking sneak up on you. And he's like, yeah, I like drinking them. He goes, I drink one or two after golf. And I was like, I finished 3 sips of one, and it was off my ass, and Brody and I are laughing. And he's like, oh, you're a massage therapist, blah, 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 blah. And so we're talking. And then Jonathan.
Excuse me. Well, I couldn't fart.
No, I'm talking to you.
Okay,
Jonathan.
I thought I was in trouble.
A phone starts ringing. Making pancakes. Put some bacon in, I'm gonna... So I grab my phone, and he goes, no, that's me.
No way.
And I go, what? And Brody goes, is your ringtone bacon pancakes? And he's like, yeah, it's the best ringtone ever. And I go, that's my ringtone. Because I grabbed my phone, because it was my fucking ringtone. In a million billion years, who's crazy is that?
Funny. That's wild.
And he was like, okay, we drink the same thing. And then we're leaving. And Brody goes, that guy was kind of hitting on you, Mom. Fuck that guy. And I was like, he wasn't hitting on. I'm going to tell Dad. But how fucking crazy is that? And then we're driving. And Shauna and Gabriel are walking by. And Brody goes, that's Shauna and Gabe. So I hit my honker. And
your honker?
I don't know what it's called.
That'd be a horn.
That's it.
I hit my honker. And you got your nose on your thumb on your honker right now.
I hit my honker, and I was all, and I don't know why I wasn't talking, but I was all like that, like an idiot. And then Gabe's all,
he's all, look at that lady.
He's all, fuck that lady for honking at me. We were just fucking walking across the street. And then he's all, oh. And I pull out, it was when you were at the Dead Kennedys, because Brody and I had a date. And then they're all, we're going to a Halloween party. And I'm all, an adult Halloween party? And they're all, yeah. And I'm like, fucking good for you guys. You fucking go. You go and have fun.
So where? So when we were at the wedding, that's when I realized, I was like, holy shit, we're the old people now. We're not the
You
kids.
are not me.
We're not the group of the kids anymore.
Yeah.
We just watch. We're the older ones. We sit back and watch them
I
have all
danced
the
the
fun.
whole night.
Anyway, go ahead.
Yeah, I danced, and then fucking Tyler and Aubrey made fun of me. I was like, you guys are dicks, dude.
You're like, whatever, dude. You're wearing fucking pants that are 2 inches too
You're
short for your fucking...
two-stepping to Mexican music, fucking it, dummy. Fucking,
Yeah.
they're two-stepping to
I made her laugh because I was laughing because Tyler, I was making fun of his little floody pants. He goes, "Whoa, let's just grow too fast." And I go, "Well, it's because you got all that junk in the trunk." I go, "One of my buddies used to tell." I go, "You inherited that from me." And one of my buddies used to tell me I could fit 2 dogs in that backyard. And she fucking, I thought she was gonna fall over. And Tyler's like, "That's fucking funny." I'm like,
They were making fun of me for twerking. I was ironically twerking jerkies. So
that
anyway,
lady all drunk in the middle.
I was having fun. You know what? And Haley, you know what though? I was with Haley that night. Haley
That
was
was a
my
good
date
night. We
that
had fun.
night. So fuck yeah. Well,
Hey,
anyways,
I hung out and talked to Andrew and Thomas all night.
fucking. You know what? Haley, yeah, fucking. She was my date last,
Hey,
and we had
that's
fun.
not, you need to address her.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Do I need to pull up the note?
Probably. But let's just talk about Halloween. And then
Okay,
we're
hang
done.
on. I want to say that Brody has a new friend.
Uh-huh.
His name, I'm not going to say his name. It's not
Uh-huh.
fair. And we went and met the parents last
Uh-huh.
night.
Halloween.
Super cool people.
Mm-hmm.
The parents were awesome cool.
Mm-hmm.
So anyway, let's go ahead. I
So-
just wanted to get that out of the way because
Right.
I was like, listen, I would give him a little shout out. I appreciate you guys because
they
he said he
hosted
was,
Halloween.
Well, he said he was going to check out the podcast.
Oh,
so
please don't check
if he does, we appreciate you, man. Thank you for having us
Yeah.
over.
I mean, obviously, like, I don't know, people who don't listen, but people who do listen know that I'm fucking awkward. So we walk. You're better than I am. I just like try and figure out either do I know a comic they know? So like I do common
You got to
ground.
try to find. Yeah, I get it.
Or have I touched one of them naked?
Right.
Like, please. So,
Which is funny because there's.
and I found one. I was like, ah!
So we walk in and first we're standing there. We're both
Like,
standing there.
so awkward.
We're both kind of standing there awkward because we don't know anybody. And all these people are friends.
And they
Everybody,
all know each other by
everyone
name.
has been. Yeah, they all hang out like going in
They know their kids' names.
next door, running back and forth. Like we are completely out of place.
We are brand new.
We're so out of place that like I could get worse, but not worse, but we just felt out of place.
Yeah.
At least in the very beginning.
Right. And I mean, they were all nice and they were
No.
trying to include us, but it was just like, I don't know any of
Right.
it. And then,
and I'm sure it was awkward for them too because
Yeah,
they're
'cause we're
trying to
fucking
bring it
new
like
people.
yeah, they're like we don't know anything
like,
about
are
these
you
fucking
cool
crazy.
people? Are you weird? And we're
Well,
weird and we're bad.
Well, then you're like
and then
I
you
don't
get
know.
like 90 names at the same time. And I'm like, fucking, I'm not going to remember a fucking one of these, by the
right.
way.
And then I'm standing there, I'm staring at this guy for a minute, and I'm like, fuck, this guy looks familiar. And then I go, oh, shit. And it kind of hits me, and I think it hit him almost the same time. Like, I was like, because he probably kept catching that eye. Like, what the fuck, man? Like, right? And then I saw him kind of catch it, and I was like, you, and I mentioned the old school I worked at, and I go, you're one of the, one of the coaches or something, or teacher. He's like, yeah, I thought you were from there. And I'm like, damn, man, I ended up on the wrong street, man. like I'm a dirty maintenance guy. I'm not a teacher.
All of them were teachers.
They're and I'm like, I'm just a dirty, lowly little freaking
I'm a fucking
maintenance
massage
guy.
that we are nobody.
Right?
Oh.
I was like, man, I need to go put nicer clothes on because
Right?
I was just wearing my
And
fucking
most
work
of them
clothes.
were dressed up. I'm in like
We were the only
I was
parents.
in work clothes. By
We
the
were
way,
the
too.
only ones that were not dressed. So was I. I didn't change my work clothes. I had dirty
didn't
shorts
have
on,
time.
long sleeve shirt.
I got off work and had to go. I still had
I
lotion
get
on
it.
me.
I get it.
So, and I also and then the food was incredible, but I get
Well, yeah, because one of the fathers is a professional cook,
yeah,
chef.
chef.
And amazing. Holy shit, that was good.
But here's the thing. I have this gastrointestinal shit going on, and I was like, oh my God, I'm not going to shit my pants during trick-or-treating because I don't want to be the...
Can I use your bathroom?
Right. Like,
You're
I will
going
give you...
absolutely destroyed. They're like, oh my God, which one of you kids destroyed this bathroom? And you're like...
No, I'm thinking trick-or-treating. I'll walk up and be like, I will give you a free fucking massage if you let me use your restroom, please. I will wash my hands.
I will give the equivalent of $100 if you let me shit in your toilet right now.
So then, like, we went trick-or-treating, and then the boys were like, we want to go, because they're 12.
Yeah,
they're all,
because
you know,
there's a group of about 10 boys,
Yeah.
7 boys or so, and they are all about 11 to 12, 11 to 13, whatever, and they are all, you know, just...
They want their independence so
and there's not a
bad.
lot of kids on the street, so they are literally... Me and one of the dads, he looks at me and goes, is this the fucking weirdest
So
pattern
weird.
I've ever seen? The kids were like going
They
back
were
and forth.
zigzagging.
They were zigzagging house to house.
And I'm all, please stop, because
like-
I was in charge, and I'm the worst
So
person
you
to be
got-
in charge, because I don't speak up. I'm like, fucking, I don't care. But I'm like, please stop. And then at one point, we're like blocks away, and I've never been in this area, and I'm like, oh my God. So then we turn the corner, and I see you guys, and I'm all, oh, okay. Because
Yeah.
at one point, we were gone.
Yeah, I know. I lost you because I was talking to one of the dads, and I was going to go walk with you, and all of a sudden, like, the kids jammed you off a different direction, and I was like, well, fuck. No, I'm going to get lost if I take off.
And I was letting
just
them
stayed
go.
with them.
I was like, I always stayed 3 houses behind, and they're so dumb. Kids are so dumb. They're all Happy Kwanzaa, Happy New Year's.
Would you
Happy...
like to donate some candy to the kids? The kids are so... Oh my God, you little shits.
I was like, oh my gosh, you guys are such nerds. But you know what? They're good kids, and I hope Brody gets to stay in this group.
I
Because
do
it was a
too.
good
They're
group.
such a great
And
kid.
Brody
They were
has
such
been
a
wanting
cool...
a freaking friend group for so
And Brody's
long.
a good kid.
He's
he deserves
such a good kid. He was also Mr. Clean.
it. Okay, yeah.
Let me tell you about Halloween morning. John cleaned up the living room, and Brody's bald cap that we bought about a month
I thought it
ago.
was an extra one or something. 'Cause
We
thought
I
you
had
put
on
that-
the mantle.
I thought there was 2 already, and I thought you'd put one away with his stuff, and I was like, this is an extra one. Or I thought it was your wig thing. I don't know.
But he wrapped it in a cape and stuffed it in a cubby.
Just got
And
it out of the
Brody
way.
is like almost like he was so devastated. And I'm calling John. I'm like, please, do you know where it is? And like Brody's like, it's okay, Mom. I'll just say I forgot it was Halloween. And I'm like, oh my God. So I finally find it. But let me tell you, bald caps are not just put it on and go, by the way. We had such a hard time. I had I didn't do any of my makeup or hair because I had to get this kid ready. He did win funniest costume, though.
Yes, he did.
And then I got off work and I went to Spirit Halloween and I bought a $9 bald cap. By the way, parents, fucking pay the extra $9. Don't get the $5 one. Get the $9 one. So worth it. So much easier. So much thicker. And
That's what
yeah,
she
and
said.
we have 3 bald caps, and there is a picture of all 3 of us in bald caps,
Which was funny.
which was hilarious. But Halloween was
But
fun.
I'm already bald, so it made it funnier.
But I didn't get to like really talk to any of the parents because I was with the boys. But that's okay.
But you know, it was cool. We
I would
ended
have
up,
said something horrible anyway and fucked it
yeah.
up.
So we chatted for a while,
And then Brody went and
no,
had-
they had all 7 of those boys got back, and they decided. Well, it was pre-planned, but it was time for the shaving cream fight.
Oh yeah.
Now, every one of them looked like Mr. Clean.
Yeah.
They looked like they were all wearing white when
Yep.
it was done. They probably went through 12 cans.
They smelled good.
They were so bad. This is now 8:45 at night, and they are literally standing under the hose getting hosed off.
Oh my God.
They wouldn't even let them in the house. They're like, nope.
But it was fun, and
It was
I mean, it was new parents. I probably said a bunch of wrong things, but hey, that's cool. That's
Some
me.
are cool. I'm sure, like that teacher coach guy was like, fuck, I'm gonna leave.
I gotta get away from that.
I
guy.
gotta get away from this guy. I don't need him hearing anything that I have to say. Listen, buddy,
Right.
you don't want to hear anything I have to say.
Oh, and then Caleb, because I've been dealing with the stomach thing. It's awful. I know.
What do you have?
Right. I know. I had to go to the doctor.
I'm sorry. What do they call it?
I did in my poop.
I'm sorry.
Oh my God, it was so embarrassing. I was like, my dignity's in that bag too. But then, so we're talking, and I was like, Caleb, and Caleb was like talking old English for some reason, and he's all, yes, and I shan't do that. And I was like, I shan't my pants. And okay, I do stupid mom jokes all the time, and Caleb's like, 2 out of 10. And he looked at me and he goes, that was a 7 out of 10, Mom. And I'm all,
That's funny.
Shan't your pants, sir. And I think that's it.
Yeah, for tonight, it's a
That
late
was a
night.
lot.
This was a longer show than I thought it was going to be.
I'm saying, oh shit.
Like 45 minutes.
Shan't.
Like 35 minutes, 40.
Yeah.
It's been a
and
while.
also, like, Santa Clarita, stop being so judgy, by the way. Like,
Judgy
be
McFucking
nice.
Judgersons. Go fuck yourselves.
We're nice.
Go fuck yourself, Santa Clarita.
All right.
Or at least get back to being nice again. Jesus.
Yes. The Church of Just Be Nice.
Yeah, that's my religion, people. Don't fucking steal it. I had an AI write me that Bible, and I have it.
Oh, I also did the Comedy Store on Sunday.
Yeah, God, just save that one till next week,
Yeah.
because that's a whole nother 20 minutes. I'm assuming.
Not too much, but
That's a
yeah,
whole
I
nother
did the
10
Comedy
at
Store.
least.
It was fun. All right. Lick my clit. Surprise.
You might get a surprise.
Like, click, subscribe.
Thanks for listening. Check us out. Tell your friends.
Please tell your friends.
Listen to past
Unless
episodes.
they suck.
We have some funny stuff once in a while when Joy's not, being serious and grumpy and shit all the time. Thanks for listening.
Stay out of Silmar.
Why? I play disc golf there. There's nothing wrong with Silmar.
Can I click it?
Can I click it? Beach. I pulled your skirt up. I pulled your skirt